A persona is a face of you, really what people see when you express yourself. Every day we have personas. Our partners see them, our workmates see them, our kids, our families, friends see different personas. We have a different persona and a different work self, a different home self. Human beings are enormously creative and they make up these personas all the time. And it's that skill that you can rely on to create your pup self. Making a pup self is actually a lot easier than you possibly can think, because you've been doing it your entire life. You've been crafting personas to represent yourself in different places. It's all about keeping stuff private. The reason you had different personas is to have what happens at your work a little private from home, and what happens at home a little private from your work, and what happens with your mates a little private from your partner, and what happens in the bedroom a little private from your mates, so on and so on. And the kids don't need to know everything, so what happens as a parent, a little private. Your pup self will be a little private too, and this will help you if you remember that you're crafting a persona. It helps you create that enormously private pup self between you and your master. Why we create personas also is to get what we want. We know that behaving a certain way at work will get better results. We know that behaving a certain way towards the kids will get us better results. We know that behaving a certain way with friends will have us fit in with the group a lot better. So as a human being, you're going to craft a persona to get what you want. And you reach in, find that you want to be a pup, and you will be able to craft your pup self. We do this by creative visualization. Just imagine your pup self. It's a bit of a journey, this creative visualization, and now that you're at the first collar, you have a few collars to go before you really will have a fully realized pup self. But right now we begin by just imagining your dog self. The dog that you would like to be. Preferably it's a breed of dog that you have an affection for or an interest in, that you find sexy and powerful, that means something to you, that brings out who you are as a pup. And imagine you have your dog self as a puppy and you're holding it, just here, cradling it in your arms. Just cradle your pup self, a little puppy. Have his head facing back, resting on your shoulder, as your little pup looks behind you. And here you are as a human being, holding your pup, holding your little pup self that's just beginning. One part of you looking forward as a human being, and another part of you looking backwards as a pup. Allow yourself to feel comfortable that you have a pup self. You've already begun the process of crafting your pup self by accepting the fact that you have a persona, that it's a pup, and that it has a breed, that it's a type of pup, that it's got an image. And that's a great starting place. Of course, the second most important starting place is a name. Your name will help define everything. It can often be a key word or an activation word to make you get into your pup space. Choose a name carefully. Talk with your master. Perhaps he'll have a list of suggestions. But certainly work with your master through some names to find the one that evokes that feeling of that little pup you're holding.